Okay, we would like to welcome everybody to this seminar, the first ever Senior 2 virtual seminar held here in Uganda, and we are happy to have all of you here. Our program is a little tight, and we are going to try our level best to move according to schedule. In the first hour, we'll have a presentation. We'll have a few presentations here in the main room. And after 40 minutes, we shall have some speeches. And in the next hour, we will break out into rooms, several rooms, so that everybody who is ready to present can make their presentation. And then we shall return here to the main room after an hour so that we have the final presentations and final information, and then we shall close at exactly 5. Mr. Kaziba, could you please mute? Good. May I request one of us to pray for us? Who is ready to pray? Raise your hand. I hope we know how to raise our hands. Okay, I can see Shauna. Shauna Lisa, could you lead us in a word of prayer? Shauna Lisa.
Yes, let's humble ourselves for a prayer. Dear Lord, one, thank you for this day. One, thank you for the gift of life. One, thank you for bringing us this session. Father, we pray that as we're in this session, whatever they're going to teach us, we may grasp it, we may learn, and all others who are coming, Father, I pray that you may bless them, and even those who are here. Bless and we thank you in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Shauna, for that. Dear students and teachers and parents who are here, we request that you keep your microphone closed until when you are asked to speak. Otherwise, when all of us are speaking, it becomes a little difficult. My name is Ronald Dungu. I'm a teacher of physics and mathematics. Open your camera so that you greet us. Mr. Stephen Kaziba, are you hearing me?
Okay, yes.
Okay. I'm also joined Sorry, I think I missed many of you, but please, could you close your microphones? Mr. Kaziba and Mr. Ayub, you can help out with that. I think you didn't hear my introduction. I want to go through it again.
Yes.
Okay, we shall go to mute everyone for now. We shall mute everyone for now. Okay, Mr. Ayub and Mr. Kaziba, you can have your microphones open so that you can introduce yourselves to us. And your camera, Mr. Ayub.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you are in the part of the world. My name is Ayub Goloba Kalema. I am a teacher of geography and ICT I'm also a member of the project implementation team of the Holistic E-Learning Program for Uganda. I'm delighted to be here with you this afternoon. We are looking forward to hearing your ideas and shaping the future of Uganda. Most welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
My
Mr.
name-
Ayub.
I'm Stephen Kaziba, the teacher of mathematics and physics. I work with Cyber International School, and I'd like to welcome all the parents, teachers, and students who have joined us today. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. We are looking forward to learning a lot from you.
Okay, thank you, my colleagues, for that introduction. Once again, my name is Ronald Dungu. I'm an educator. I'm a teacher of physics and maths. And together as teachers, we are convening this seminar. It is the first ever virtual seminar for Senior 2, and we want to see how far we can go with it. I want to request that you mute yourself. Please mute yourself. We are not going to mute you. When we mute, it means you will never speak. So mute yourself. And this is a mathematics as well as a technology workshop. There's a lot of learning that we are going to do in the use of technology, and we shall be very patient with everyone. We shall be very patient with everyone, but we request you to please listen to instructions. As I said, we are going to start with a few discussions from the main session here, where we are. Mr. Kaziba and Mr. Ayub, you help, please help and mute. Okay. I was saying that we are going to do a few discussions here in the main room, and then we shall move out of here and go into the discussion rooms where all our presenters will make their presentations. Then we shall come back here to the main room to make final presentations and have other sessions here. So we want to manage time, and we have to be very fast with this. So this is a seminar organized for Senior 2, and tomorrow we shall be hosting the seminar for Senior 3. We want to learn what you know. Senior 2s, you've been home for quite a long time. So we want to learn what you know so that we can work with your teachers to try and uplift your learning to greater heights, even during this lockdown. We'll be telling you more about ourselves, but we come together in the framework of Holistic E-Learning Platform, and we are teachers who struggle to use technology in learning. So we are not new to seminars. Last year and this year, we held seminars for Senior 4 and Senior 6 while they were back at school after the lockdown, and they were excellent seminars, and we believe that we can still do it from your homes. So we want to try and see what is happening in your homes. I want to thank all the presenters for the wonderful work they have done. They have presented to us their solutions. We have looked at them. You are going to make some corrections in their presentations from here. We have sat with them in meetings to try and learn how to present. So if you are not presenting today, next time you must be a presenter. And we want you to learn today how to present. So I want to welcome our friends from Renew, if they are already here, and UCC, and we shall have their words of wisdom at an appropriate time at 2:40 here. So with that, I want to welcome you to the discussions, and we are going to move straight away into the discussions. Mr. Kaziba, you are going to guide me on who is presenting first. I'll close my video now and request that all of you shut down your videos so that we can all have a smooth go at this. It's only the presenter who will be allowed to turn in their video, and we shall spotlight them so that they can make a good presentation. Make use of the chat. Make use of the chat for any comments. We shall be picking them, but we shall also be providing information there. Most importantly, I want to say, if you're a presenter, please rename yourself and add presenter. If you're a teacher, rename yourself and add teacher. If you're a parent, rename yourself and add parent to your name. Renaming is something we have done and we shall guide you on, but not now. Secondly, those who are not registered with us, if you did not get the registration form, we are going to put it in the chat so that you keep registering as we go on. So, Mr. Kaziva, over to you to invite the first presenter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ronald. I would like to invite our first presenter, Namtebi Priscilla, to take over the floor.
Are we missing out on Mr. Kaziva?
I'm on. I'm inviting Namtebi Priscilla.
Namtebi Priscilla, open your microphone, open your camera if you are there, to take us through the first presentation. Namtebi Priscilla, are you there?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Priscilla.
I'm Priscilla Namtebi, and I'm from Taiba International School. So I'm going to be showing you how to do numbers which are connected to vectors.
A moment.
So,
Priscilla?
yes.
Priscilla, a moment.
Can you share the screen as well as your camera at once, such that we can be able to see you?
Mr.
I don't know that
Kaziva, we need to spotlight Priscilla.
Okay.
Can you see the board?
We can see her, but she's far. So we need to spotlight her.
Yes.
So, are you able to see now?
Yes, we can see your board. We can see your board. Go on.
Okay. A vector is a physical quantity that is described by magnitude. The magnitude is size or length of a certain number. So our question is, find R. If R is equal to 1 and 3, S is equal to 3 and -4, then T is equal to 2 and 4. Find R plus T. So the value of R is 1 and 3. Then plus the value of S, which is 3 and -4. So to add this, we add the X values together, then the Y values also together. So we shall have 1 plus 3 and 3 plus -4. So our answer will be...
Am I the only one using Priscilla?
4 and -1. So that will be our first answer. Any question on the first number?
It is fine, you can go on.
Okay. Our second question is S minus T. So to find S minus T, we shall have the value of S, which is 3 and 4, -4, minus T, which is 2 and 4, which will give us 3 minus 2. Then we shall have negative 4 minus 4, which will give us 1 and negative 8. And when we are working with vectors, ensure that you do not put a slash. This, when you put that, becomes a fraction or something else. So we leave it like this. And our answer for S minus T is 1 and negative 8. So our second question is find the magnitude of 2r.
Presenter,
To
could you
find the
pause a bit?
magnitude, we first find 2r.
Hello? Presenter, kindly pause a bit so that we can control the noise.
Okay.
We are going to mute all of you, and then we are going to send a message to your screen so that you'll be the only person who can unmute. Priscilla?
It's gone.
Priscilla?
Yes?
We are going to send a quick message to your phone. We are muting everyone. So you'll need to be near and then unmute. We are going to mute everyone. A message has come to your phone. Priscilla, now you can unmute. Priscilla, switch your camera on and then unmute.
Are you able to see?
Okay.
Okay, so we want part C where we have to find the magnitude of 2r. So to find it, we have to first find 2r. So we get 2 times r, which is 1 and 3. So we have to multiply 2 by both y and the x value. So we get 2 times 1 and 2 times 3, which will give us 2 and 6. So then to find the magnitude, find the square root of this. Two squared plus 6 squared, which will give us 2 times 2 plus 6 times 6. And we'll get 4 plus 36. It will give us 40. So I'm going to use my calculator to find the square root of 40. And it gives us 6.324555532. So we can't write this number like this because it's very big. We have to round it off, maybe to the nearest 2 decimal places. So when we round it off, we'll get 6.32 units. Any question? Okay, let's move on to the last part. So we have to find the magnitude of 3s plus 2t. Find it, as I said, we first find what's inside. So we shall find 3s plus 2t, which will give us 3 times the values of S, which is 3 and negative 4. Plus 2t, which is 2 times 2 and 4. So we multiply 3 by the x values and the y value. 3 times 3, 3 times negative 4. Plus 2 times 2 and 2 times 4. So we shall have 9 and negative 2 plus 4 and
Priscilla, your microphone is muted. Priscilla, your microphone is muted. Mr. Ayub,
Hello.
the microphone is muted.
You
Can you give?
Priscilla. Priscilla, try to unmute. Priscilla, on your computer, Priscilla, click unmute. Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So as I was saying, after getting our values here when we multiply, then this is what you got. So now we have to add these two vectors. These are column vectors, so we have to add them. 9 plus 4, we shall get 13, and negative 12 plus 8, we shall get negative 4. So we have to find the square root of 13 and negative 4 to get the magnitude. So we are going to find 13 squared plus negative 4 squared. 13 times 13 plus negative 4 times negative 4. We shall get 169 plus 16. So when we add this, we shall get 185. And we have to find the square root of that. I'm going to use my calculator to find it. And it gives us 13.60147051. And we can't write it because it's very big. And we shall round off to the nearest two decimal points. And our answer will be 13.60 units. That's it. Thank you. For those who didn't get my name, I'm Priscilla Namteri, and I'm from Taiba International School. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, thank you, Priscilla. I think, Priscilla, you had quite a bit of noise in the background. We need to ask the people at home to mute their noise or music so that we can concentrate. We shall take any questions for Priscilla. If you are not asking a question, please lower your hand. If you're not asking a question, lower your hand. If you're asking a question, then keep your hand up. Shanita, are you asking a question? Unmute and ask a question.
I'm asking, I've not understood.
Okay, when we go to the rooms, Shanita, when we go to the rooms, we shall ask someone to repeat that same question in your room, because that is the whole process. We shall repeat that in Shanita's room. Please, let's take note of that. Next question, Redmi, whoever is Redmi, you've not used your name, so we shall skip you. Shiba, Businje.
Mr. Ronald?
Yes.
We are having the second is Anna Asemwe.
Okay, we wanted to take a question from.
Okay.
I think she has put down her hand. Natkunda, Joanne,
Excuse me,
Gayaz.
sir. Excuse me, sir.
Okay, go
I've
ahead.
not understood. Teacher, I've not understood the things she was explaining. I'm lost. I've not understood.
Okay, we have taken note, friends. This question, when we go to the smaller rooms, we shall repeat it. We shall repeat it because it's vectors and many people want to repeat vectors. Okay, so Mr. Kaziva, can we go to the next question? And before we do that, Mr. Ayub, could you try to turn off everybody's video apart from the presenter and turn off everyone's phone audio apart from the presenter. So Mr. Kaziva, who is our next presenter?
Asemwe Anna.
Asemwe Anna, are you on the call? The rest, can you lower your hands? We shall come to you later. Asemwe Anna, are you on the call?
Asemwe
Anna.
Tumusime.
Okay, Mr. Kaziva, who is the third presenter as we wait for Anna?
Chilabo Glenn.
Could we wait a bit? She could be having a problem unmuting. Let us first reach out. Let's try. Asemwe Anna, there is a message for you.
Okay, I've now unmuted.
Great, thank you. Asemwe, you can turn on your camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anna Asemwe from Mengo Senior School, and I'll be taking you through question 5 under function, relation, and mappings.
Anna, wait to start. Priscilla, stop sharing your screen. Priscilla, stop sharing your screen. Are you realizing Priscilla is still sharing the screen? Okay, now go ahead, Anna. Share your screen, Anna.
Okay, I was saying
that I'll be taking you through question 5 under function, relation, and mappings, and question 2 under algebra. Let me start with question 5. Given that f to x is equal to...
Anna, your camera,
Please switch on
Anna.
the camera if possible.
Okay.
Simwe, still go on and share the screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. First, take your
Given
time.
that-
Don't worry.
Okay.
Just a moment, Anna.
Yes.
Let's get your system ready. Don't start yet. We are just testing to see that you are in the right place. We are able to see your screen. We are able to see you. We are able to hear you very clearly. So you can now start.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Asime Anna from Mango Senior School, and I'll be taking you through question 5 and 2. Question 5 under function, relation, and mappings, and question 2 under algebra. Let me start with question 5. Says, given that f to x is equal to 6x minus 2, we're going to find the f of 0. F of 0 is equal to 6. We substitute the x with 0, which will be 6 times 0 minus 2, which gives us the answer as -2. Roman numeral 2, we're going to find the f of 2. F of 2 is equal to 6 times 2, because now our x minus 2. So 6 times 2, we get 12, minus 2, we get 10. So 10 is the f of 2. Okay. Roman numeral 3, we are finding f of minus 4. F of minus 4 is equal to 6 times that x, which is now minus 4, minus 2. So 6 times minus 4, we get minus 24, minus 2. And the answer is minus 26. Roman numeral 4, we are finding f of a half. F of 1 out of 2 is equal to 6 times x, which is 1 out of 2, minus 2. 6 times 1 out of 2 is equal to 3, minus 2, and then the answer is 1. So are there any questions for part A? Okay, let me continue to part.
I don't have any question, but I was just asking you to please slow down, or maybe you talk slowly, because some people might not understand. Thank you.
Okay. Let me go to part B. Determine the range corresponding to the domain -3, -2, 0, 1, 3, and 4 for the mapping x is equal to x squared plus 1. So we're going to first find the corresponding range for the domain 3. For the domain -3, sorry. So x is equal to -3 squared, because now our x squared plus 1. And we know that when we multiply a negative, we get the answer as positive. So -3 squared, we get 9 plus 1. And the corresponding range for the domain 3 is 10. So let's find the corresponding range for the domain -2. So x is equal to -2 squared, which is now our x, plus 1. -2 squared is equal to 4 plus 1. And the answer is 5, as the corresponding range for the domain -2. Roman numeral 3, let's find the corresponding range for the domain 0. X is equal to 0, squared plus 1. And the answer is 1. Roman numeral 4. Finding the corresponding range for the domain 1. X is equal to 1 squared as our x plus 1. So 1 times 1, get the answer as 1 plus 1, we get 2 as the corresponding range for the domain 1. Find the corresponding range for the domain 3. X is equal to x squared, which is now 3 squared plus 1. Yes? Okay. 3 squared plus 1. So this is 9 plus 1, which gives us 10 as the corresponding range for the domain 3. Part 6, let's find the corresponding range for the domain 4. X is equal to x squared, which is now 4 squared plus 1. So 4 squared is equal to 16 plus 1, which gives us 17 as the range for the domain 4. So our range is stated as 1, 2, 5, 10, and 17. Are there any questions for part B?
Okay, may I request those who are putting up their hands to first put them down so that we only have hands for those who have questions. If you don't have a question, lower your hand. Now, CFSU, I'm not going to allow you because we don't see your name. That is not a name. That's not a name. Nachanzi has put down. Glory, can you unmute yourself and ask a question?
Okay, I'm requesting that she repeats the first number because she overdid it first. I'm requesting that she repeats the number, please.
Okay, Glory. Anna, we are going to repeat number 1. Okay, but let's hear from Wilder. Wilder, unmute yourself.
Teacher, the first girl who was presenting, we couldn't see and I didn't understand, so I'm lost.
That one we shall repeat in the breakaway rooms. So in the breakaway rooms, the number of vectors, please let us repeat it. Okay, Wilder, close your microphone. Namayanja, unmute yourself.
We can't see we didn't see the question for part B number 5. Can she please put it back and see it?
Okay, and also all of you have these questions somewhere, so refer to them. Refer to the question, but she has brought back the question for number 5 part B. Traveler and Blair, now your name is here. Ask your question. Trevor and Blair, ask your question. Unmute yourselves. Trevor and Blair, unmute yourselves.
Okay, our question was also the same like for the first one. We had not yet seen the question and we never understood the way he explained. It was so fast.
Okay,
That's the only
but
problem.
did you get all the questions?
Yeah, we got the questions. Now.
Okay, so we refer to them. Okay.
Now we have got it. Thank you.
Lastly, Muchibi, Trevor, mute yourselves, Trevor. Muchibi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead, Muchibi.
I was just inquiring, and the presentation was good. Yeah, I've understood a bit of that step, but I want more information about mapping, because like where I was, we didn't do anything about mapping. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay. Muchibi, hold on to your question, and in the smaller rooms, please let us bring the question again. I'm sure there'll be a teacher also to support in this. Okay, I'm going to hand over back to Anna. Somebody withdrew art. We are not going to take your question because your name is not clear. Technosparks, okay. Technosparks, ask your question. Okay, Technosparks, lower your hand. Anna, back to you. Let's go back to question 1. We give you some time to repeat question 1 slowly, Anna.
Okay. Given that f to x is equal to 6x minus 2, find f of 0. So f of 0 is equal to 6 times rx, we substitute it with 0 minus 2. So 6 times 0 is 0 minus 2, we get minus 2. So f of 0 is equal to minus 2. Roman numeral 2, find f of 2. F of 2 is equal to 6 times x, which is now 2, minus 2. So 6 times 2 is 12 minus 2, and we get 10. So f of 2 is equal to 10. Part 3, find f of minus 4. F of minus 4 is equal to 6 times, we substitute the x with minus 4, minus 2. So 6 times minus 4, we get 24 minus 2. And the answer is minus 26. So f of minus 4 is equal to minus 26. F of 1 out of 2. F of 1 out of 2 is equal to 6 times x, which is now 1 out of 2, minus 2. 6 times 1 out of 2 is equal to 3 minus 2, which gives us as 1. So f of 1 out of 2 is equal to 1. So can I go to the next number?
Yes, Anna, continue to the next number.
Okay. So number 2, expand the brackets and simplify. We're going to expand part A first. Says 5 into x plus 3 minus 2 into x plus 4. So we're going to expand the first bracket, which will be 5 times x, which is 5x, and 5 times 3, which is plus 15. Then to the second bracket, it will be minus 2 times x, which gives us minus 2x, and minus 2 times 4, which is minus 8. We get minus 8 because a negative times a positive is equal to a negative. So our next step is to collect the like terms, which will be 5x minus 2x plus 15 minus 8. And we shall have 3x plus 7. Part B. 4 into 2x minus 3y minus 3 into x minus y. So 4 will be multiplied by all the values inside the first bracket. So we shall have 4 times 2x, which is 8x, and 4 times minus 3y, which is minus 12y. Then the second bracket, we shall have minus 3 times x, which is minus 3x, and minus 3 times y, which is plus 3y. We get a plus 3y because negative times a negative is a positive. So minus 3 times minus y is plus 3y. Then we collect the like terms, which will be 8x minus 3x minus 12y plus 3y, which gives us 5x minus 9y. Part C. 5 into 4 into y minus 4 plus 15 minus 2 into 5y minus 3. So in the first group of brackets, part C has multiple brackets in it. So we shall need to first solve this in a bracket, which is y minus 4. So you write 5, open brackets, 4 times y, which is 4y, and 4 times minus 4, which is minus 16, plus 15. Then you solve the second bracket, which is minus 2 times 5y, which is minus 10y, and then minus 2 times minus 3, which is plus 6. So we further go down solving this bracket. So we shall have 5 open brackets, 4y, then you solve minus 16 plus 15, which is minus 1, minus 10y plus 6. So we shall have 5y times 5 times 4y, which is 20y, and then 5 times minus 1, which is minus 5, minus 10y plus 6. So we shall have to collect the like terms, which will be 20y minus 10y minus 5 plus 6, which will give us 10y plus 1.
Anna, first pause, Anna, go back to C and we see if there are any questions.
Okay.
Please, if you are not asking a question, lower your hand. If your hand is up, we are assuming you are going to ask a question. So Asimwe, no, Semakula, are you asking a question? Please ask the question.
Teacher, I was asking, she missed on this part of part A to multiply the negative and the negative to get a positive, because for her, she just took it as it was on part A.
Can you show us, Semakula? Point two, Semakula, where?
Negative 2x minus 8. That negative had to multiply the other negative to get a positive. Had to go with the other negative to get a positive.
Which negative, Semakula? Be systematic. Just show us, Semakula.
Teacher, on 2x, negative 2x into brackets x plus 4. Then when she put it into out of brackets, that minus 2x minus 8. That negative and that negative had to make a positive.
Semakula, I don't see a negative in the bracket in the question here. So can we look at this question, teacher, and not any other?
On negative 2 into brackets x plus 4, she didn't multiply the negative and negative to get a positive when they were out of brackets on part A.
But this is a negative and a positive, Semakula. It's a negative and a positive, Semakula. Okay, Semakula, we'll look at that better, but it's a negative and a positive, which remains a negative. Tumusime, Fred. Semakula, can you mute? Tumusime. Okay, Tumisime is not asking a question. Shauna? Shauna?
Yes, I was asking for a question of C. If you could go to C.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't
And
understand.
go to C.
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't get the part where she multiplied 5 and 4. Could you please repeat it for me?
Okay, this second step.
Thank you. Yes, that one.
So from the first step, we get 4y minus 16 plus 15, which will give us in the first bracket 4y minus 1. So how I multiplied 5 times 4y, that was solving the first bracket. So it will be 5 times 4y, which gave us 20y, and then 5 times minus 1, which gave us minus 5.
So you started from, okay, sorry.
Is it okay now?
So you first multiplied the inner bracket before you
went
to the, okay,
yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Leila, unmute Leila.
Okay, teacher, I think go back to part A.
Okay.
Whereby Semakula was complaining about she did not multiply this negative 2x with this 8. I think he's confused. This one is not a multiplication sign. It is rather an x, which is just whereby negative 2 is its coefficient. So we shouldn't multiply here to get positive 16. That is what Semakula was complaining about.
Okay, thank you, Leila. Mr. Kaziba, you have a comment?
Make him a co-host. He went off and needs to be back as a co-host to manage the meeting.
Okay, Edwin is the last one. Edwin, unmute yourself.
Mr. Dung, could you make Mr. Kaziba a co-host, please, so that he can be able to manage the meeting?
Edwin. Okay, I think let's allow Anna to complete her presentation. Anna, go on to the next part.
Okay. Part D. I have the question is 2p into q plus r.
Raise it up, Anna. Okay, continue.
Okay. So we have 2p into q plus r minus p into 3q minus 2r. We shall multiply 2p into the times the values inside the first bracket. So it will be 2p times q, which gives 2pq, and then 2p times r, which is plus 2pr. Then the second bracket, which will be minus p times 3q, which gives minus 3pq, and then minus p times minus 2r, which gives us plus 2pr. We get plus 2pr because negative p times negative 2r gives us a positive 2pr. So we collect the like terms, which will be 2pq minus 3pq plus 2pr plus 2pr. Then we get the answer as 4pr minus pq. So are there any questions for part D?
Is it possible to pull it up a bit? Your screen, I think it's now clear.
Okay.
Please lower your hand if you're not asking a question. And you don't have to ask a question for the sake of question. Galaxy, I'm not going to allow you because we don't see your name. Laura?
Yes, I have a question about, this question. If she collected like terms and she said 2PQ minus 3PQ plus 2PR plus 2PR, can't you just say negative PQ plus 4PR? Because I see she interchanged like when she was putting the answer. So yeah, that was my question.
Yes, you can. Or maybe Anna. Anna, you can respond.
Okay. The reason as to why I interchange them is because this negative can get lost as the examiner is marking in case it's an exam. So it's preferred you'll begin with the positive and then the negative later for such cases.
Wonderful, Anna. Okay,
Thank you.
Juho, we shall end with Junju Ambrose, I think.
Thank you, sir. I would like to ask, when she was multiplying, opening the bracket of P 3Q minus 2R, isn't it supposed to end up 3QP instead of 3PQ?
Anna, could you respond?
Well, I don't know the answer, but it's what I did. So I'm not sure.
Okay, Ambrose, PQ and QP are the same. PQ and QP are the same. It's like XY and YX are the same.
Mr. Rona,
yes.
Maybe you can also tell him that it's like when you are multiplying two variables, like when you are multiplying 2 times 3, is the same thing like multiplying 3 times 2. So that's why when we have P times Q, is the same thing as Q times P.
Okay, Anna, is your question complete now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Anna, for the presentation. Friends, friends, you can actually put, when you go to reactions, you can put some claps for Anna, for presenter, smileys, you can use anything. Okay. We are giving time to these main presenters so that we understand, but we are going to pick speed when we go to the different rooms. Is Kirabo in the house now? Mr. Kaziba, is the particular Kirabo in the house?
Yes. Chilabo Glenn.
Okay. Glenn, can you share your screen? Whoever is sharing now, could you stop?
Nahabu.
Chirabo, could you share your screen and start your presentation? After this presentation, we shall have some speeches from Renew and UCC if they are here. Chirabo, go ahead.
Mr. Ronald.
Okay, we have made him even a co-host. Chirabo.
Chirabo, kindly switch your camera on.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Chirabo.
I'm going to be discussing number from topic.
Chirabo, are you able to switch your camera on?
Yes,
I think
sir.
it's the screen. Now we have to stop other people from annotating. Yeah?
Mr. Ronald, have you disabled them?
Maybe I have, I hope I have not disabled Chilabo himself now. Chilabo,
So another person is sharing.
Ruth Deborah, can you stop the screen sharing? Ruth Deborah? Okay. Chilabo, go on.
Okay, sure. Good afternoon, members. I'm going to be discussing a question from the topic of fraction, decimals, and percentages. And it's number 7.
Chirabo, if you could switch on your camera, we would be able to spotlight you so that other people don't interfere with your presentation. So when you switch on your camera, we'll be able to spotlight you so that your presentation is always viewed by others. So kindly switch on the camera if you can. Okay. Chirabo, go on.
Zero. I mean, the question is change the recurring decimal to a fraction, and the question is 0.363636.
the people who are writing on Chilabo's screen, can you stop? I know we can stop you. Chilabo, we can't see what you're typing.
0.3. The people keep on interfering.
Arthur says you are writing Shepherdly, Galaxy tab. Could you stop? Mario, could you stop? Mr. Kaziba and Mr. Ayub, could we see the option of stopping everybody else from?
We are expelling people who are writing, and we have already taken out some. So if you are writing, you know that we are pushing out those who are writing on the screens. You may have noticed that those who are writing have been sent out of the seminar already. So stop it, please.
And those who are also posting is in the chat, we are going to suspend you.
So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to let the recurring decimal be any letter you want.
Mr. Kaziva, is this delay going to give us time to complete? Should we take this to the smaller rooms?
Probably because people are interfering his presentation. People who keep on writing, they keep interfering the cursor. So that's why now it keeps on delaying. Isaac.
Okay, Chirabo rooms, please stop sharing now. Chirabo, stop sharing your screen. We are going to move this into the smaller rooms where you will have less trouble. Okay, dear students, first and foremost, we welcome you to this session and we are happy that you have joined us. We have 435 people on the call and you are not alone. So when you do not keep to the task or if you don't heed to our instructions, then we get a mess out of this. So we want to request you to please listen to the instructions. Keep your microphone off. Don't share when you are not presenting and stop listing bad statements in the chat. At this juncture, we are going to have some speeches from our partners, from the people we work with, or those who are here to support you. And I'm delighted to invite a representative from Renew. Going to speak. I can see we have Brian, we have Kathy, we have Diana on this call, but I would like to request Treasure, stop sharing your screen. I would like to request the representative of Renew to open your microphone. Brian, maybe start, and then we can get to whoever is going to speak.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dungu, and I am happy to be here. I can share my video also so that there is the voice behind, the face behind the voice. But thank you so much, Mr. Dungu, for allowing us to speak here. And I would like to thank everyone that has joined, most especially starting with the team from HELP. It is very wonderful for pushing through these seminars, for the work that you've done to bring up to this day to have this seminar here. I would like also to thank the teachers that are present here and part of the seminar. I would like to salute you for the work that you're doing for not only the students, but for the country as large. I would also like to thank the parents. I was happy to join in and listen to the presentations that were being made. The innovation in how you want to teach, and you can see the different styles that the students have displayed here. It is very wonderful. And I would like to thank the parents for actually putting that across, and also to thank the presenters. I'd like to thank Priscilla, I'd like to thank Anna, also Chirabo was just distracted, but I would like to thank you for taking this opportunity to actually come and share your knowledge with the rest of the students. Those that raised questions, those that are participating, the students, thank you so much. I am Brian Masiga. I am from the Research and Education Network for Uganda, which is RENU. And what we are is a not-for-profit organization that is meant to help in collaboration of the research and education institutions in Uganda. And the idea right now is we are providing connectivity. Connectivity to you may seem as internet, but really we are trying to connect all the schools in Uganda onto one network. All the schools, all the universities, and all the research institutions, so that there is collaboration. And that is why it is very nice when we see the seminar go on right now, and we see collaboration, sharing of ideas. And we have been connecting schools, and our biggest partner in this and the partner in HELP has always been the Commission, Uganda Communications Commission. They have played a very key role in making sure that RENU is able to do what it's able to do. and also help is able to do what it's able to do. As Renu, the role we are playing is very small, and our role is to make sure that there is connectivity, internet in the different schools as a vehicle for collaboration. But now that the schools are closed and everyone is going home, we have left the internet that we had at our school, and now we are home. So beyond that, what Renu has decided to do is to create wireless hotspots in the different areas within Kampala, Entebbe, and Mukono. And these wireless hotspots, the wireless that is there in the name of EduRoam, educational roaming, is for free. So the students, the teachers can access these wireless hotspots and be able to use them and be able to deliver what they need to deliver, and also participate in such seminars and also lessons thereafter that we are doing online. And for those that are worried that this is only covering Kampala, Entebbe, and Mukono and not even reaching my home, we're also doing zero rating. Now we're doing zero rating on MTN and on Airtel. Now zero rating means is that I can access the platform, a website, and also joining into meetings, into classes without having to have data bundles. Because the complaint has been that the cost of the internet, getting the data bundles is expensive, and actually maintaining such sessions is quite expensive. So as Renu, we have decided to partner with MTN and Airtel and to begin zero rating different websites. So one of the websites that we have been working with the help team, specifically Mr. Dungu and Mr. Ayub, is zero rating the help platform on Airtel. And right now we are doing that for free. So we are zero rating your websites, the help platform. We're also zero rating different tools other than Zoom for free on both MTN and Airtel. And in case you have challenges with that, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Mr. Dungu and the help team, we have actually shared presentations with them. They know how to reach us, and we have actually worked together to get where we want to get. So as Renu, we are a partner to schools. We are here to support you, to support the students, to support the parents, to support the teachers, to deliver the content that you need to deliver. I would like to, once again, as I conclude, to salute all of you, the students, the parents, the teachers, the head teachers, and most especially the team of help and all the teachers that have come to participate in this. You are doing our country a service in this tough period of time. It has not been easy, but you've stepped up, and I would like to say kudos and salute to you. That is it. Brian Masiga from Renu. Thank you so much, Mr. Dungu.
Okay, any questions for Brian? Any questions for Brian? If you're not asking a question, please lower your hand. If you're not asking a question, lower your hand. Somebody, your name is not clear, so I will not give you a chance to ask your question. Okay. Maria Antonia?
Yes.
Maria. Maria Antonia. Maria Antonia, your microphone.
How does the system
okay, can you put the question in the chat? Put the question in the chat. Kiravira, go on.
I wanted to ask, is it when we sign in for the Zoom lesson, do we all we don't use our data? Because he said that we have the zero rating. Now, is it that because when we sign in, we're not using our data, or we are using our own data?
Okay, Brian will explain what zero rating means. Samuel Luenda.
Hello, thank you very much, everyone who put together this innovation. My question or my comment to Brian is, I want you to recap for us about the data issue, which I know the previous person also wanted to know. And also I wanted to know, are you going to give us some kind of timetable so that we can program ourselves accordingly?
Okay, Samuel, I think the mother was asking, Brian, we talk about the zero rating, but at the end of this presentation, we are going to give you the next steps. So we shall explain everything you are asking about. Okay, Drew, unmute yourself. Drew, unmute yourself. Put the questions in the chat. Those who cannot speak to us, put the questions in the chat. Mr. Rakijungu, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Go ahead.
I would like to thank
Please
you
go ahead.
for this organization as Soka College Muiri. Though I joined late, but we like to thank you for this. And also we need to thank the room which supports us with the Wi-Fi. So I thank you for this, and I wish that you continue serving this nation with this kind of what we call the way to go in this era. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for appreciating. Mr. Kaziba, respond to my comment in the chat to you, particularly. Ariho Steve, unmute yourself. Ariho, Steve. Ariho, go on, Ariho. Maybe Ariho is not ready. Mike Okuku. Mike Okuku. I can imagine people have put up their hands and they're not there. Mike Okuku. Yes, Mike, go on.
Sure. Which part of Mukulu? Like which part of with where hotspots?
Okay, Brian, they're talking about the hotspots in Mokono. If you can share the website for the hotspots so that people can locate where we can find those hotspots, that would be helpful. Kasim.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello? Yeah, so I was asking about this zero rating thing. Yes?
Go ahead.
Excuse me? Yes. So how are we like supposed to
go ahead?
Yeah, yes. So you mean like the hotspot is just going to come by itself, or there's a way we are supposed to connect to it?
Okay, somebody is sharing your screen. Can you stop sharing your screen? Whoever is sharing your screen, can you stop? Okay, Brian, could you continue as we get this one off the screen? Could you continue? Brian, respond to the issues raised. Brian, are you hearing me? Brian, you are not hearing? Unmuting. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dungu. Sorry, I was
Sorry.
muted. Yes, so I've received the questions, and I think the questions are mainly around the zero rating and the wireless hotspots. So the zero rating, we are zero rating on MTN and Airtel. We believe those are the two biggest telecom networks that at least each person can have either both of them or one of them. So for zero rating, we are doing it at institutional level. So meaning if your parents reach out to your school and tell them to reach out to Reno about zero rating. If you're a teacher, you can still reach out through the school to reach to Reno so that we are able to zero rate. So what are we zero rating? We are zero rating websites. So there are certain schools that have websites that have the content that the student need to access. So we zero rate that website for you on MTN and Airtel. If you want only MTN, if you want only Airtel, if you want all both, I would prefer that you do both of them. So we zero rate the websites that have the content that the students need to access. Also, we are zero rating the e-learning platforms that the schools have developed. One of them, the biggest one that we have now is Help. And I know Gayaz and the different schools have come up with different e-learning platforms that we can zero rate. Obviously, there are some terms and conditions, and one of the terms and conditions is that the website has to be hosted somewhere within the Reno network. So if it is hosted at the school and the school is connected to Reno, yes, we can zero rate it. If it's hosted on the Reno network, yes, we can zero rate it. And transferring your website from wherever it is to the Reno network is also something that can be done very easily. Now, the other question was about Zoom. Is Zoom zero rated? So we did approach MTN and Airtel about zero rating Zoom, and they told us zero rating Zoom is not as easy as they would like, so it's not yet zero rated. But we have different platforms that are similar to Zoom that do what Zoom does, and they can actually hold meetings like we have now, and those are zero rated on MTN. And we are going to zero rate them on Airtel. So they are zero rated on MTN once you use it. So we had already shared this information with Help, and I think Mr. Dungu and the Help team have already prepared some sort of test drive on this, and they'll be able to do it. So the zero rating is on a similar platform like Zoom, is already there. And if you would like to use it, please go through the school to reach to Reno, and we'll be able to give you this. Also, the Help program has been able to get this service from us. And I think they are going to run a test drive so that the next meetings that we have, we shall actually be zero rated on MTN at least. Then on the Wi-Fi hotspots, Mr. Dungu, could you allow me to share my screen?
Okay, let me make you a co-host.
Thank you so much. So my colleagues will share the link, the email address to which you can reach out to Reno, but also the Help team will also share this, I think, after today's session on how the zero rating is working and more details on that. But I also just wanted to share my screen, particularly on the aspect of the Wi-Fi hotspots. Where can you reach them? I hope you can see my screen. Mr. Dong, can you see my screen?
It's coming. Yes, it's there now.
Okay, so the link is called edurom.renu.sc.ug, as you can see it here highlighted. So once you click on that link, you'll be able to reach something that looks like what you see on my screen. It's just a map that shows Uganda and the rest of the world. But once you zoom in, you'll get to something that has 300. So all what you see here are where the Wi-Fi hotspots are, the different places in which the Wi-Fi hotspots are. But the interesting thing is not just that. There is something what we call, where is the closest edurom access point to me? Now, you go to the website, you see service, and then you click closest edurom access point, and it will open the page. Now, it will show your location and where the access point is. And it will show you that the closest access point to you is somewhere there. So that's why I said that the access points are in specific locations. You would be lucky if one of them is close to you or if you can get to one. But if you can't get to one, don't be worried. We have other services through zero rating. The zero rating on MTN and Airtel. But if you have one close to you and you can actually get to one close to you, then that's very good. So how do you use these free access points? They are not open. They're not open that you reach there and then you connect. No, there is some form of authentication. Now the authentication is also got through the school. So through your school, you can approach Renu and we'll be able to set it up for you so that you can have the authentication to actually use these access points. So the teachers, the parents that are here, please use this opportunity to reach out to Renu. We have other services that we actually offer that you can reach out to Renu, so your schools can actually benefit from this. Thank you so much, Mr. Dungu.
Thank you, Brian. We shall take more questions for Renu, and we will try to answer them. We shall try to answer them when we return from our next session. Brian, could you stop sharing?
Thank you.
Okay, Brian, you are still sharing or? Okay, we are now getting into a very tough session. And this is going to be as tough as you can imagine it, because we are going to divide ourselves up into different rooms. I don't know how many teachers are on this call, because I asked teachers to rename themselves, but I only see 3 people here who renamed themselves. Now, it's also going to be fun because in that room, you might be there without a teacher. But then there are students who already have their presentations and they are going to present. So what you are going to do when you get to that room, one of you is going to be the chairman of the room, and another is going to be the chief whip. You know what a chief whip does? A chief whip tells people to behave. Some parents are going to be there, some teachers are going to be there. In a room where we have parents and teachers, they will give us reports on how this happened. So if you are a presenter, if you practiced how to present and your presentation is ready, when we get to the rooms, you are going to take center stage and present your number, and then the next person and the next person. We hope to spend 40 minutes in those rooms, and we expect to hear about 8 people presenting. We had wanted to divide you up in some systematic way, but because people have not listed their names, they have not indicated I'm a presenter, I'm a teacher, we are failing on this, but we are going to do it our way and we are going to learn. So you will look on your screen, there is a note that is going to tell you, join a room. And we are just going to divide you up randomly now, okay? So we have created several rooms. We had wanted to create even more rooms, but we discovered that some people may not be presenting. So we've created 12 rooms, and we shall move the teachers to a room where there is no teacher or where there is no supporting hand. So I'm going to open the rooms and we shall go there directly, and we'll have in the rooms, we shall have 40 minutes, like I've said, in the rooms. And after 40 minutes, there will be a countdown for 60 seconds for you to return to this main room. So ask the rest of the questions in the rooms. Over to you in the rooms now. There is a message on your laptop or phone which is saying you've been requested to go to a room. Please go out of this main hall and go to the room. You have been requested to go to a room. When you reach the room, wait there and organize yourselves. You have been requested to go to a room. Please move out of here. Click on a message. Click on a message and go to the room. There is a message on your screen asking you to go to a room. Please go to the room. I still have 53 people here. Go to the rooms. I still have 53 people in this main room. I still have 51 people. Check your gadget and see. Check your gadget and see. Check your gadget and see. I'm also going to leave you here and go to the room. 53 people are still here. Others are even returning. I'm assigning people now. I'm assigning you to a room. Elisa, Ella, go to room 5. Agnes, go to room 2. Fahad, go to 27. Fahad, yes, Gerard, go to room 5. When you see a message on your phone, please click it. A team, room 6.
Mr. Ronald.
Yes.
We need to enable the presenters be co-hosts because they cannot share the screen in the rooms.
Okay, I think we have done 5. Kunda, go to room 11. Kusasila, go to room 11. Kutesa, go to room 2. Mukuye, go to room 6. Kule, go to room 8. I still have 44 people here. Who is Fahad? Fahad, I sent you to a room. Still have 44. Nathan, Nakate, go to room 8. Nakunda, go to room 6. Pamela, go to room 8. I will now just push you anywhere. Room 6. Nathan, go to room 9. Nalubwama, go to room 3.
Where we need go?
The people who are still here, you're not seeing any room numbers on your screen. Daniela, go to room. Daniela, go to room 8.
Excuse me, sir. How do we get to the rooms?
Again, go to room 7. Now this CFC, you look at your screen, Daniela, go to room 8. When I call your name, I will send you. Elijah, go to room 9. Ezra, go to room 9. You look at your screen. Gerard, you are supposed to already go to room 6.
On your screen, when a message comes that says, join this room, click OK. Accept the message so that you can join the room. Now, when you tap your phone, you might see 4 squares at the top. Tap those squares, those are the breakout rooms. And then the list of rooms will be listed. When we say go to this room, it means that there is a message that has come to your phone. When it asks you, join room 9, for example, accept, say, okay, join, so that you can be able to move to that room. Thank you.
There are people who are dropping out of rooms. They want to go elsewhere because they don't see their friends. We shall leave you here. We shall not take you anywhere. Mr. Ayub, can you continue assigning? And I go into the rooms to see. We still have 38 people here, and others are coming back.
Okay.
Is that possible, Mr. Ayub?
Yeah, that is okay. That is possible.
Okay.
Is it like you don't mind which room people go to?
No. Where you see where you see small numbers, when you assign, you say small number.
Okay. Chiwewa Solomon, accept the message. Bilton, accept the message and move to the room. Mr. Dungu, was it not automatic assignment? It was people selected the rooms? Mpuga, David, go on. Mpuga. Mpuga, go on. You have a question. Hannah, go to the room, click on your phone, and you join the room. Chuchu, join room 2. Please just accept the message on your screen and then join the room. It is asking you that it wants to post you to a particular room. Please accept. Open your microphone if you have a challenge so that we can help you. Alvin. Mpuga, I see your hand up. Please talk to us. Mpuga, talk to us.
I'm not seeing the message.
What are you seeing on your screen, Mpuga?
I'm not seeing the message. I was asking if this is the room that I have joined.
Mpuga Davis. How about now?
Yes, sir, I'm asking.
Have you seen this?
Is this the room that I've joined, the one that is posted?
Yes, you click OK or join and then move to the room. Is that fine? Zahara, accept the message, go to room 11. Yiga, go to room 9. Kasim, go to room 9. Timo, go to room 8. Techno Spark, go to room 10. Techno 8, Techno Light, go to room 4. Techno Common, go to room 4. Walder, Setuba, go to room 2. Simon, go to room 6. Sean, go to room 6. Samuel, go to room 27. Accept the message on your screen. Sandra, room 3. Samuel, room 6. Random, radio, accept the message. Rashida, room 7. Namuga, Philemon, room 6. Pevia, room 6. Philemon, accept the message, please, so that you can go to the room. Pius, accept the message, room 20. Random, room 8. Rehma, room 8. Okay. Josephine, room 5. Chambade, room 8. Kiza, room 7. Hythman, room. Lizzie, room 2. Karin, room 5. Kampemuka, room 6. Chuchu, please accept the message. Chuchu, please accept the message on your screen so that you can go to the room. Nankabirwa, room 6. Nankabirwa, please accept the message. Check your phone. Napuyondo, room 1. Nankabirwa, please accept the message. Room 1. Patricia, room 2. Priscilla, room 2. Mulwanyisa, Mulwasira, room 4. Please accept the message so that you can move to the rooms. Irakunda, Katias. Irakunda, room 7. Ndagire, Jemima. Ndagire, room 7. Kasita, room 7. Kigen, room 2.
Members in this group, I'm not seeing your participation here. Hello. Member, let us discuss and we see what to do. I can see majority are even quiet. They don't even want to talk.
Why?
It's now sharing a video. You can share again. Ready for? Imagine.
Hello.
Hello. Uh-huh. Sharing the photo. So yeah. Discuss.
So check on your screen. We want you to join the breakout rooms. So we are in the breakout rooms having discussions. So please go on and join those rooms. So once you see anything coming on your screen, please go on and join the breakout rooms.
One because here it's a subtraction sign and here there's an addition sign. So 25 times 4 we get the answer as 100. Divide by 0.1. So when we use our calculators,
presenter, hold on. Mute everybody. Presenter, we want to see whether you can unmute yourself now. What's the name of the presenter?
use our calculators. When we use our calculators, we are going to get the answer as 100 divided by 0.1. We're going to get our answers as 1000. Okay, I was saying that when you use our calculators to divide 100 divided by 0.1, you're going to get the answers log 1000. So when you're calculating, you can't just stop here. We must simplify it more to get it the same as the base 10 here, because any log without any base like base 2, base what, it remains that like base 10. So we must simplify it that this 1000 here must almost have the same base as this one down. So when you're calculating, now we must factorize 1000 into 10. What do I mean? Like when you're calculating, check how many times does 1000 have in 10. I'll say like here 3 times 1000, 3 times 10, 3 times 10 you get 1000. So the power you put at 10, because when you say,
could you repeat
10,
that? Repeat that.
I was saying that we make 1000 into like the base 10 here. So before making
Write
it here,
1000 as a power of 10.
yes, at the power of 10. So before making it a power of 10, you must factorize it to 1000. 1000 must factorize it to like 10 divided by 10, you're going to get 100, and then 100 divided by 10, you're going to get 10, and that means you're going, then 10 divided by 10, you're going to get 1. So how many times does 10 come into 1000? There are 3 times. That means the 3 times means that 3 is the power of 10. So the power, at this time when I was explaining, the power comes before the log. So it is 3 log 10, making it to 3 times 1. Why? Because a number that ends like log, let me rub here. Saying that I was saying that when you are to when I was explaining here, I say that a number including log 10 as the answer is always on. Like here, when I would like that
Please don't share when you are not the speaker.
Like here, when you and you end like this one here, same to other numbers as log, like when you end it like log 10, this number is the same as the base here. It is always here down, okay, but I'm not included, but it's always down there silently, because like if you want to differentiate other numbers, other logs from this one, if they don't include any number, then it's automatically log to base 10. If they include, then it is log to base 2, log to base 3, and others. So like here, if the number ends like that one, it is automatically equal to 1. So here, 3 log 10 to, you're going to get, since I explained here that any number that almost ends like log 10, you're going to get the answer as 1. So 3 times 1, you're going to get 3. Then the answer is 3. And then you go to part B. Log to base 3, 9 plus log to base 3, 27 minus log base 3, 7. Here, as I explained, that any number without any base down, that means 10. But now here the numbers in things easy, you're going to say, you're going to follow the addition rule. Like if in logs, if you have to add, you multiply the numbers, like 9 times 27. Then if you have to subtract, then we divide. So 9 times 21 divided by 7. And when we use our calculators, you're going to get 189. We're going to get 189 when we have to multiply 9 times 21. Then now we go to the next step of now dividing. 189 divided by 7, you're going to get the answer as 27. Now here, like as we did on log 1000, we made 1000 as like powers of base 3 of base 10. Now we are going to come here and we use the same procedure. I'm going to say 27, if you turn it in the powers of 3, how many 3s are in 27? So we calculate. When you're calculating, we get the answer as 3 to the power 3. So there are 3 3s that are in 27. So the power is done before the log, and the number that is after the log means the digit. As here you can see what I was trying to explain here. Here, see, there's a base and then the number, but the scenario means any number. When you find the numbers that are like this, that means it's going to be equal to 1. So when we are to calculate, you're going to say 3 times 1 is going to be 3. Then part C, log 120 minus 2 log 6 plus a third log 27. You're going to say, now we are going to apply the rules like log 120 plus log 27 to the power a third. So this number here is the power of this one, and this number and this 2 is the power of 6. A third is the power of 27. Now then we continue here. Log 120 plus, here now we are to simplify it into, like here, a third. Which number is, like, we turn it into a number, like here, a third. Remember that when we simplified it into powers of 3, we made it 3, like the power 3. So now here we use the same procedure to eliminate this 3 down, like to make it a whole number, not a fraction, because it's not easy to use a fraction in logs. Yeah. So now we say 3 to the power 3 times a third. So the 3's will cancel and remain with 3 to the power 1. So, and then it's the same as this one too. Log 6 to the power 2. You're going to get 6 times 6. If you simplify it more, to get 36. Now from this step here, you're going to use the rules like in addition we multiply, and in subtraction we divide. So we continue. 120
Luto, you have a gadget that is giving us feedback. I don't know, either you have another phone or something near you.
Mr. Dongo, could you also make Mr. Kaziba a co-host?
Should I continue?
Please do.
Continue.
Okay, now here after applying the rules, I'm going to say 120 times 3, which I've got here, minus log 36. Then here now we apply another rule of, in subtraction we divide the logs. So log 360 as the answer we have got from 120 times 3 to get 360.
Somebody else is sharing their screen.
I was still saying that here, we say 136, 360 divided by 36 to get log 10, and any number that ends in this form, or any base that is the same as the number here, you're going to get the answer as 1. So log 10, you're going to get the answer as 1. You're going to go to D. D is log 400 plus log 500 minus log 200 plus 1. Here, the trick 1. When you have to go back here, before we get the answer as 1, we had it as log 10. The log 10, we got the answer as 1. So what if we use that same formula here, turn it into logs? Because we must make them uniform, like uniform logs, and then use the rules. You can't use the rules that uniformity. So part D says that log 400 plus log 500 minus log 200 plus 1 continuous. Now we use the rule of addition. We turn, like in addition of logs, we just multiply, and then in subtraction we divide. So here 400 times 500, you're going to get 200,000. Then we continue with the division, like log 400 times 500 minus log 200 plus 1. Then now here we're going to get log 200,000 divided by 200 plus this one, because you have not yet turned it to a log. We continue saying that after calculating log 200,000 divided by 200, you're going to get the answer as 1,000 when you use our calculators, plus this one here which I've not yet simplified. So now here, the one we simplified from here, 1 in logs is the same as when you like say log base 10 to 10. And here you also got the answer as 1 because you use that rule here. So we include it here. Here we say log 1,000 times 10, because the 10 is here and we're now following the rules of addition. So you're going to say the answer which you're going to get when you multiply, you're going to get log 10,000. We continue down and then we get 4. We're going to get 10 to the power 4. But it's not, you don't just say log 10 to the power 4, but in log form we write it as 4 log 10. So that this, when you had simplified it, the 4 is the power of 10. And now we say we come here, but we come back here. When we were turning 1 back here, when we were turning 1 into logs, we say 1 log 10. But then the log 10 is the same as 1. So 4 times 1, you're going to get 4. Any questions?
Of course, Solomon, there could be many questions because this is a new topic to many, but we'd like to thank you for your presentation. Could you stop sharing? Stop sharing. We want to move into a session. Stop sharing, but we want to thank Solomon. I showed you below there are reactions. You can put a thank you for Solomon for struggling with the logarithms. Somebody is still sharing their screen. Let's go to Larry. Okay, there are many questions and we are going to answer them now in the next session. There are many questions. This seminar was intended for us to learn how much each one of you knows, how much people know, what you have studied in the different schools, what you have not studied. You've been home for long, and we want to support learning from home. We want to support learning from home, and now we are going to tell you how we want to support learning from home. Many of you have registered, others have not registered with us, so you will miss. Mr. Kaziba, could you pick the registration form and put it in the chat? Mr. Ayub Kalema, Mr. Ayub Kalema, could you come and tell us about the next steps? Tell us what is happening on this platform, who is here, what are we, why are we here, and how are we going to be learning together? Mr. Ayub, are you there?
Hello. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Mr. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, just 1 minute. A quick minute, please. Just a moment.
Please, maybe stop typing in the chat. Please lower your hands. Let us listen in. You need to be very attentive. You need to be, you must follow instructions if you are really going to work with us. Okay, Mr. Ayub, over to you.
Okay. Okay. Hello, good afternoon to you all. There is a bit of background where I am, so I apologize for that. One is that I'm delighted to be here with you, sharing a few things regarding the Holistic E-Learning Program. This is a project that brings together educators from Uganda to support continued learning. We have a learning management system where we put most of the information that we share. The address for that platform is help.sc.ug. Allow me at this time to share the address of this particular platform. Please, if you have a pen, write down this address. It is extremely important. The things that we are doing, that we are sharing, we are putting on this platform. The questions that you had, the answers you provided, we are putting on this platform. The machine is loading quickly. So that is the address, help.sc.ug. HELP stands for Holistic E-Learning Project. And on that website, which is a learning management system, you are able to find assignments, notes, lessons, and other students. Now, when you click help.sc.ug, this is what you'll see. This is where you go. This particular website, help.sc.ug, would want you to log in. So you click login. When you click login, it brings that screen. This screen is the one where you log in. If you're already a registered member, you just click sign in with your, after login, you type your username and password. If you're already a registered member. If you're not registered, you will register. So how do you register? Let's go to the next screen. Sorry. Oh. So to register, you go to the next screen. I think I should run it physically. I was running it from PowerPoint, but it has frozen. So let me go to the platform itself. Okay. So the screen looks like this. Now here, right here, you have username and email if you registered already. But if you did not yet register, you have two options. You can log in as a guest. The guests see some few things, just like a guest in a home. They see a few things, but they are not members. For you, would like for you to become members. Now, two ways then, you can use Google. If you click Google right here, it will sign you up using your Gmail account. However, you may also go to right here where there is create a new account. Create a new account. When you click create a new account, what happens? You fill a form and then create the account so that you can be able to access additional information. I'll shortly go into the e-learning platform itself so that we can see what it looks like. Okay. So as I was saying, Google, if you have a Gmail account, you can register using that one. Log in as guest if you just want to look at a few things. User name and email if you're already registered. Now, when you click create account, this is the screen that you see. You fill in these areas, your username, which is a short name, and then the other elements. And after that, you click create account at the bottom. So you go here and you click create account. It will then create an account for you on our system. Now I'm going into the platform itself so that we can see what it looks like at this time. I'll pause. If you have questions as I present, I'll be able to read the chat room. I want to introduce you and you see the chat room as it appears. I'm stopping sharing here. And now I go to the actual platform. Okay, so I'm signing out. Let us see what the platform itself looks like. What does it look like, the platform? Someone asked earlier on, why do we need to go into the e-learning platform? We go into the e-learning platform because that is where we put the resources. So the notes, the questions, etc., etc. So this is our platform, holistic e-learning platform. You can see the address. Now you can scroll right on the screen here. You are able to see some of the courses available. We are soon putting the questions that we have just answered. So if you can click here, A-level, you'll be able to see the questions from the previous seminars. English language, S4 seminars, mathematics, etc., etc. We do have content that has already been made for 4 subjects: physics, mathematics, geography, and ICT. More teachers are creating additional material, but for those 4 subjects, we already have quite a number of materials. We even have a testing center where you have questions. So those are some of the courses. Now you could just click on one of them, but if you don't wish that, we can go straight into the platform itself. I see some people are enjoying the writing on my screen. Let me see if I can disable that functionality from you. Why has it refused? Okay, let's continue. So we click login. Then when you click login, you can create the form. So you can log in, but you can also say log in with Google. Now, if I click create, so I click it. Now it brings this form. I fill the form and then I say create, and that's it. So that's how you create an account on our e-learning platform. Mr. Dungu, are there questions at this time? Are there questions?
Can you raise your hand if you have a question or type in the chat? Raise your hand if you have a question or type in the chat. Okay, Namuyaba Esther, I think.
Is the website called www.help.asc.ug?
Yes, please.
What is the website? Is it www.help.ac.ug?
The website is www.sc It is this one. Let me share it for you. Are you able to see that one?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
It is, yeah. It is help.sc.ug. Help like help. You're asking for help. .sc like school. .ug like Uganda. So that is the website. Okay. Another one?
Okay. Christine, there is Christine. I think Christine. The others whose names are not clear, I'm not giving you a chance to speak. Christine.
Teacher, I was asking, I'm sorry to take you guys back, but I did understand about the hotspot stuff and the seminars. I didn't really understand it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. 0 rating and the seminars. I think that's what she's asking about.
Okay. Do you want me to handle that? Now, when we say hotspot, the hotspot, let me just explain. Like when you're at home and you have a router on which has Wi-Fi, so you can simply go to a particular area and then you check that Wi-Fi. What is happening is that Renu is putting like a Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless, like the ones you see in some restaurants. But this particular one has been put for educational purposes. So if you register, like you contact your school and then it contacts Renu, they'll register you. So the moment you go to that place, you are able to access the internet free of charge and you'll be able to study. So those are the hotspots that have been put up. Like if you're in Chibuli, there is Chibuli Toto. You simply go there in that area, then the Wi-Fi is on. That is the hotspot they are saying. And you'll put in the username and password, which they'll have given you. You don't pay anything, and that's it. That is the one. That is. Then the seminars, these are occasions like this one we've had, where students come and answer questions. But we also have areas where it is the teachers who are answering questions. We shall be releasing a timetable soon, which will show you which subjects we'll be studying when. And our seminars are free of charge. We will not be charging you anything. So we'll soon release the program. Like Mr. Dungu was saying, this particular activity is to find out where you are, where do you stand, so that when we organize additional seminars, additional lessons, we know exactly where you stand. We don't just rush things. Thank you for the question.
Okay, maybe Mr. Ayub, let me just add that if you are registered with us, then we shall always send emails to your parents about the opportunities here. Secondly, if you register on that platform, help.sc.ug, and we'll sign you up in the senior 2 classes, you will start studying. We do majorly self-study. In the week, you go in, you read the mathematics assignment, you do the mathematics activities. Then we announce that on Thursday, on this day, there will be a math lesson, 1 hour between this time and this time, and we shall be handling all the questions that are not answered in that topic we are handling in the week. So we shall explain more to those people who will be registered on the system and those who have registered for this seminar, and we have your contacts. If you are not registered, and if you are not on our system, then you will miss the rest of the activities that will come around. Secondly, this website, we are working hard with Renew and Uganda Communications Commission, see that it is 0 rated. Now, 0 rating means that if we have your contact or your parents' contact or the number you indicated you want to use. When we put it in the system, you can come to this platform free of charge, no bundles at all. You just come here and work. The beauty with the system, it will tell us that Elizabeth came in on Wednesday at this time and went to the chemistry course and looked at this and did this. And the exercises there, she has 3 out of 10, or she has 10 out of 10. Then we shall also have teachers behind these courses who will be there, and the timetable will be known. So on Tuesday afternoon for physics, there is always a teacher. All the activities that we shall have put on the platform. The activities could be exercises, they could be discussion forums, and many others. So that is what is going to be happening. And today we have registered you, and we have asked you to go on the platform and register yourself. Whoever will register, we shall enroll them into the mathematics course, into the English course, into the physics course going forward. Over to you, Ayub.
Thank you.
I think we stop the questions and you continue.
Okay, I wanted to highlight a few additional materials which are in our platform. We have a number of courses, and I'm going to show one of them, which is relevant to Form 2 students. Now, here I go to the physics course. It is interactive multimedia course. So what does it look like when you go inside there? So let us pick one of the topics that you probably have studied. Let us pick the topic like density. So we have materials inside our platform, such as this. So when you go there inside the platform, density, which I'm so sure that you guys have studied. So we do go in. What's happening?
Samuel, you are sharing your screen. We shall log you off. Samuel, stop sharing your screen. Samuel, stop sharing your screen.
Okay, let us, let me just disable sharing by others. I think that will sort out the problem. Sometimes the young people are a bit excited, a little too excited about technology. So sometimes we understand the excitement. You'll soon get used, don't worry. These things happen. You'll soon get used to technology. You'll no longer need to do this. So we've gone to physics. The topic is density. I'm going to enlarge this area to expand. You can notice it has one of the areas here, which is like navigation. So I can use that to move. But there is also an area here on the other side, right here in the corner, which I can use to move on. So we have the notes, like you can see, density. So you have the notes written. You can read through. It gives you illustrations. The procedure, it has given you an experiment that you need to do, has given you a procedure. And then most importantly, it gives you a video that explains the concept. So if I click this video, for example, it plays and explains the concept of density that we are looking at. The internet is a bit slow at this time, okay, but now let me pause. Finding the density of regular sheet solid by I'm stopping the video so that I can proceed to show you other things. We have a worked example. So we give you the work and then give you an example. A worked example, we continue, and then a practice using video. So we continue. Now that is just one of the topics. We give you an activity that you're supposed to do. We say the aim of this activity, you will determine the density of an irregular object, which you guys have done. Then we ask you to do it, and we demonstrate it with a video like that. So you have notes which have been illustrated. But the beauty is we even have tests. So I'm continuing illustrations. I'm scrolling through. Now, if your internet is not very good, we even give you a question, and then you can click and download the solution. You get me? So the question, and if you just click here, it will download for you the solution to the problem. So it's like you have a teacher who is with you all the time. The question is there, and then the answer is provided. So I go back, let's continue. So with our material, and it shows you the pages. After this, it gives you practice. The question, density of an object is, now you can select the answer, and then you check whether it is right. I got it, 1 out of 1. So I can say continue for the next one. So that it keeps giving me feedback. Which other question do I have to do? Then we can continue. A moment, the internet is a bit slow at this time. So has given you another question. The density of petrol is 0.2 grams per cubic centimeter. Express it in SI units. Now, I'm picking the first one and I check. I got it wrong. So it marks you instantly. That's how powerful the system is. But if your internet is not very good, no problem. You click and download the answers. So the system hasn't marked you, but you download the answers and then you can print them and so many others. And at the end of the topic that you have studied, at the very end, let me go straight to the very end, and then you see what happens. So I go to the end of the topic, then it tells me there were 50 questions, I got only 1 correct. And you saw that I answered only 1. So it gives you a report of your work. Our platform is organized like that in mathematics, in geography, in ICT and physics. And more teachers are joining us to create additional material. So you're most welcome to our platform. Sign up so that you can become a member and continue to access the learning materials. With those not very few words, thank you. Over to you, Mr. Dungu.
Thank you, Mr. Golova for taking. We have come to work with you. We want to start with senior 2 and senior 3, and then we go to senior 5, and then even after the lockdown, we want your school done with the Renew, the gentleman who talked to you, and Uganda Communications Commission. We put internet in schools, and so far 60 schools have good and fast internet so that you can read on this platform easily. But also, we are going to put in many more schools, and we hope in 5 years we shall have 1,000 schools. But right now we are talking about the lockdown, and this is the solution we want to provide. So 1, we want to zero rate this platform so that you can come to this platform freely, but you must be registered. Mr. Ayub, if you can stop sharing, you must be registered this platform. If you are not registered, then you cannot access the platform. Secondly, the people who will be registered with us, Mr. Ayub, can you stop sharing?
I stopped sharing a long time.
Okay. Okay. Your picture's still there for me. Okay. But that is okay. Gallery. Okay. So what I was saying, during this lockdown, the people who will be registered on this platform, they'll be accessing it freely. If you are on MTN line, but if you are Airtel, we shall take your Airtel numbers. We shall take your Airtel numbers and provide them to Renew so that they can register you for this platform. Also, we are working towards having a platform like this, like we on Zoom. Today we are 400 plus. they have a platform which we want to use so that you can come onto this platform freely without paying money, but you must be registered. Only the numbers that are registered. Those who will not be registered, they can come in if they get a link to the seminar, but then they will not be able to access it freely. So that is the future plan. So going forward, please register and we shall enroll you into the available courses. As we build more courses, we shall put up timetables, we shall put up other activities. There are debates that are going to happen in English language. There are seminars that will happen in physics. There are seminars that will happen in biology going forward. But we need to have this first session with you and registration. If you are not registered, may I request Mr. Kaziba that you put the registration one more time into the chat. If you are not registered, definitely you will miss us. I don't know how you got to know about this seminar, but now that you are here, then you can inform other people about this opportunity of studying with us. As we said, the HELP network, the holistic e-learning platform. Somebody asked, what is HELP? HELP stands for holistic, H for holistic, EL for e-learning, P for platform. A platform is that website where you are going. A platform is the network of teachers where we are. We are heading that platform. We are senior teachers. We have taught for many years. We are ICT enthusiasts. We want every teacher to be using technology. So we are holding training sessions for teachers. We have had trainings for the last 3 weeks. And tomorrow we are doing the final training for your teachers. In the math seminar tomorrow, they are going to exhibit their skills with the students there. And then we shall roll out to the lessons going forward. I want to take 1 or 2 more questions. We have 3 minutes to go. Chelimo, please ask your question. If you don't have a question, lower your hand. Chelimo, ask your question.
I was saying, I have made an account, but they told me to confirm it. And I checked my email. I thought like there'll be a code or something to confirm it, but I don't know how they like to confirm. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. When you create an account in your mail, it sends an email, which you are supposed to click such that it confirms that the mail is yours. The reason it sends the email to you is to prove to you that that email that you entered is yours. If you don't see it in your inbox, try the spam folder. It could have sent it to the spam folder. There is an email. Please click it so that you can activate and confirm your account. Thank you.
Joshua, take Joshua.
Mr. Dungu.
Now,
yes.
Well, my request would be like, in case you're sending these Zooms, please send the right passcodes and IDs, because I tried to enter, but I failed, and then I had to call a friend of mine to give me the right ID and stuff. So that's the only problem I have.
Yes, we realized that the first document of questions that went out had a different passcode, but we apologize for that. We changed the passcode, and we thought that many people got the poster because the poster had the right passcode to use. And when you are with us in the platform, when you are in the e-learning platform, you will definitely get first-hand information. It will no longer be anybody. It will be about those people who are registered with us. And you can only learn from another person to come in. Okay, final question. Final question, Mark Nsenga. Mark? Mark, can you? Mark?
Thank you, sir. I wanted to ask, are we going to have it on your
Mark, I'm missing you.
Fridays or every day?
I don't know if I've got Mark's question.
Sir Ronald.
Are we?
Yes.
He's asking whether we shall be having the seminars every Friday.
Sir, I am.
Mark, can you type your question in the chat? Mark, you can type your question.
Mark, seminars will not come every Friday, but we shall come up with a program with the people who have registered. The people will be on the platform. Those who have registered, they will know, and maybe in another activity, we shall also capture those we have failed to capture now. Okay.
Mr. A quick one.
Yes, Ayub. Yes, Ayub.
Two things. One is when you go to a course and it asks for an enrollment key, some of the courses may ask for an enrollment key. If the course asks for that, the enrollment key is HELP, H-E-L-P, but this with a small e. Secondly, every Thursday, we have a seminar for senior 2 geographers. So every Thursday from 2:30 to 4, senior 2 geographers, please join us. We shall be sharing the links. We have a seminar. Next week, we shall be looking at Switzerland specifically. So Thursday, every week, there is a seminar, 2:30 to 4 p.m. Thank you.
Okay, so the notes board, when you go into the platform, there will always be a notes board there. If you go to a class, a course, mathematics course, you will always find the activities there. Okay, Mr. Arthur Mbalule, yes, Stephen, your concluding remarks, Stephen.
Like you should also inform them that courses of senior 2, they're already there for mathematics. Those who have enrolled into the system, you can start on the courses that we have on the platform already. Then someone was asking, the senior 3 seminar is there tomorrow starting at 10. So you can as well join those who wish. And we would also, okay, moment. We'd also want to thank the parents who have joined us. I've seen Jacqueline and other parents. Please, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, as our head teacher from Mwiri prepares to speak to us, as I hope you are there, I want to thank the parents and everybody for coming. We are going to have closing remarks from one of our head teachers who is part of the project implementation team. This project is run by a team of members, and we shall introduce them to you in due course. Mr. Arthur Mbalule, are you there to close this meeting? And after the closing remarks, I will ask you to put on your cameras and we take some photographs. Arthur, are you still there? Or he has left? Okay. Okay. I think Mr. Mbalule is not there. Can you put on your, there you are, open your cameras and we take some photographs of you. We want to thank you for your time and thank you for staying here for 3 hours. It's 4 minutes past 5. Some of you joined us a little late, and that is why we have taken this time. So I'm taking some pictures, and these pictures are for our platform. We take some pictures for our platform. Mr. Kazinda, please take some pictures. Mr. Ayub, take some pictures. Even on the next page, page 8, we are 189 now. We started 418 people. So we have lost some, but maybe those were not very serious. And we are working so hard to make this completely free so that you can access these seminars without a cost, so that you can come onto the platform without a cost. You have heard it from the horse's mouth. They are going to help us to do that. And when you go back to your schools, we have put quite good internet in those schools. We want them functional. We want you to tell your teachers how you can make use of the internet. Today, it has been a mess a bit because we are starting. Many people are doing what they wanted. Many people are writing in the chat wrongly. When somebody is sharing a screen, others are writing onto the screen. But we forgive everybody. For the first time, it is always a mess, but we are learning. We have also exhibited that technology can bring us together. Are there people coming in from Mbarara, Masaka? Somebody mentioned that is in Masaka. If you are from Masaka, please type in the chat your district area. Type in the chat your district area so that we count how many are Kampala, how many are coming from far off from Kampala. So that Renew can bring the hotspots near you. Or if you intend to go to another place, a village, please type the village there so that we can know where to find you next time. With that, I want to everybody a good time. I want to thank Mr. Ayub Kalema, a member of the project implementation team. Thank you for being here and supporting this seminar. He's a geography teacher from Nabisunsa. I want to thank Mr. Kaziva Stephen, who is the lead for the mathematics section. We have departments and all the departments have teachers. We are 450 teachers working on WhatsApp. We are working so hard to make sure we create content for you guys out there. And we hope we shall be able to achieve that very soon. I want to thank Mr. Arthur Mbalule, who dropped off. He's a head teacher from Mwiri, but he's also a member of the project implementation team. I want to thank my friends who are not here, Alan Kakinda, our M&E specialist on the project implementation team. I want to thank Daniel Kakinda, our physics expert, who is not here, but is a member of the project implementation team and a retired teacher. I want to thank all the 450 teachers out there who may not be mathematics. We have 120 mathematics teachers in that group, and they're working hard. We have so many physics teachers. We have so many history, chemistry, geography, and so on. I hope next Thursday you will be ready for the geography seminar. The information will be on the e-learning platform. Make that e-learning platform your home. Be there every day because the login will tell us who has come and who has not come. Of course, we shall eliminate those who are not doing well, and we shall stop sending you information about what we are doing. So I want to ask you to unmute yourselves and make a shout so that we can hear the voices that have been here. If you can open your microphone, please greet each other, say bye-bye to everyone as we take the last shots. I don't hear any shouts. Is it because we have unmuted you? Okay, allow participants to unmute themselves. Okay, unmute yourself.
Hi.
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 Hello.
Hi.
From the US. From the US.
Hi, Josephine. Hi, Lee. Hi, Shelly.
Go. Josephine, I can see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Josephine. It's on Friday.
Wait, your head.
Room 7, bye. Bye. Bye.